Today I'm going to show you how you can make a Mickey Mouse kind of swirly, scrolly looking design from images already in Cricut Design Space. So I'm going to just set this over here because this is the finished image I made. And how I did it, I went to images and I typed in the word swirl because I was looking for something kind of swirly, scrolly. And I found some different images and I found this one and decided that looked nice and had a big area with lots of different size swirls. And then I needed a Mickey Mouse image, so I'm going to type in Mickey. And I'm going to find the image I want for that. Let's use this one. Okay, so now you can see I have a preview of both images down here. So I'm going to insert those images into Design Space. Once those images come in, the first thing I want to do is look at this image over here in the Layers panel. The Layers panel is going to tell me each of the pieces that make up this image. Each piece is its own line on the Layers panel, so it's individual layers. So this one image has 4 layers. There's a red half of a Mickey head right here, a black full Mickey head, but there's also a white one that's a half a head and a white one that's a full head. I can't see those right now, but that is because, see this little eyeball icon? It's turned off. I've got a slash through it, so that means the layer is turned off. The Cricut is only going to cut what's turned on and what it can see. So it can see the ones with the eyeball, can't see the ones with the line through it. So I am going to click on this white one to turn on that layer. I don't need this red half of a head, so I'm going to turn it off. Okay? What I'm going to first make is this outline of Mickey Mouse, kind of a frame shape. And I'm going to need both this white and this black to make that. So if I click on this image, just like this, I can see that it says that it's grouped together. How do I know that? Because it says ungroup right here. If it wasn't grouped, I wouldn't be able to ungroup. Okay? So I want to only use this layer and this layer in the image. Just to make sure my layers don't get all messed up, I'm going to ungroup those layers first. So now they're individual layers. They are no longer grouped together. So now I can click on just the black one. And I want to slice that out of the white shape. So what I'm going to do is hold down the Shift key on my keyboard, and that allows me to select here and choose 2 layers at the same time. I'm just holding my Shift key on my keyboard. So you can tell that I just have this layer and this layer selected, because see how this area of the layers panel is a darker gray than like right here. So with 2 layers selected, I can now slice. And slice is going to do its thing. It's going to create some more layers. But now all we really need to do is worry about the black layer, this inner layer. I'm going to bring the swirl in here. And I want to make this swirl piece bigger than the black layer. Okay, so now we want to slice the swirl from the black. So I'm going to click on the black from the layers panel, because if I click on it over here, I might click on the wrong thing. And now I'm going to hold my Shift key and just click on the pink part of this swirl. And now I'm going to go slice. and it's sliced through a lot of different things. So I know for sure I'm not going to need this big pink square, right? Here it is right here. You can tell by the preview it's got a pink square. I'm going to turn that off. Okay, so now it's going to help me see things better. I also know I'm not making a pink. I didn't really want to work with the pink at all. I was just using it to slice. So I'm going to turn that one off too. So now we come up here. There's a black scrolly one and then kind of the mirrored image. So if well, first, let's see if there's any of these other ones. Oh, here's a random white one. Let's turn that off too, because we really just want the frame and that scroll. Okay, so if I turn this off, that's how my image would look, which looks pretty similar to this. I just had the scroll in a slightly different place. So now if I turn that one off, on, and this one off, it's going to show the opposite, and that's how my design's going to look. So I liked the first one better. So by turning these icons on and off, I was able to evaluate things and kind of look at them and decide which one I liked better before I committed to it and deleted the ones I didn't want to use. Okay, so now I just have this sliced layer and my sliced frame turned on. So I can go like this and see, because I had those other ones turned off, it only selected those two layers. Now I want to weld. Weld is going to join that frame to the scrolling inside. So now I have an image like this. The only thing I need to do is size it down for my project. So I hope that taught you how to use slice and weld to create your own images with Cricut Design Space existing images. You could take an image that's got a flower pattern, rose petals, a sunburst. What else could you do? Seashells, mermaid scales, any kind of a pattern or design you could slice into an image like this Mickey Mouse. One last thing, now that I know that those were the pieces I wanted to use and I welded them together, see how it says weld right here? That means these ones I turned off, I could just delete them. So I'm going to click on each one, and all that stuff that's turned off, I'm just going to delete because I don't need it. And why keep it in here? But it was nice to just be able to turn on and off that eyeball to kind of look at things and evaluate it before I committed to actually deleting things. All right, that's all for today. Give me a thumbs up and like the video, or drop me a comment. Let me know how you would use this or what inspiration you have, and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks.